A difficult beginning. Hitler's early life was fraught with challenges and hardships. Adolf Hitler was born in Austria in 1889. His early life was marked by poverty and family conflicts, which would shape his personality and future ambitions. Hitler's father, Alois Hitler, was a strict customs official. He often clashed with the young Adolf, who was a rebellious and withdrawn child. These conflicts created a tense and unhappy home environment. The death of Hitler's younger brother Edmund deeply affected him. This tragic event led to a profound sense of loss and isolation. He became increasingly withdrawn and began to dream of becoming an artist, seeking solace in his creative aspirations. Despite his artistic aspirations, Hitler failed to gain admission to the Vienna Academy of Fine Arts. This rejection was a significant blow to his self-esteem. He lived a hand-to-mouth existence in Vienna, selling postcards and paintings to survive. The city's vibrant yet harsh environment left a lasting impression on him. This period of poverty and obscurity fueled his resentment and prejudice. It was during these years in Vienna that Hitler's anti-Semitism and extreme nationalism began to take shape. The city's volatile political climate, marked by intense debates and widespread anti-Semitic sentiments, influenced his developing worldview. Hitler's worldview was shaped by his experiences in Vienna. He developed a deep hatred for what he saw as the decadence and weakness of the Austro-Hungarian Empire. The political instability and social unrest of the time further fueled his radical ideas. He blamed Jews and other minorities for the social and economic problems he witnessed. This period laid the foundation for his later political ideology, a toxic mix of nationalism, racism, and anti-Semitism. These early experiences in Vienna were crucial in shaping the man who would later lead Germany into one of its darkest chapters. Dreams of grandeur, Hitler's early ambitions. In 1913, Hitler moved to Munich, Germany. He was a young man with big dreams and a desire to make a name for himself. He was drawn to the city's vibrant culture and intense nationalism. Munich was a hub of artistic and political activity which fascinated Hitler. When World War I erupted in 1914, Hitler saw it as an opportunity to prove himself. The war was a chance to escape his mundane life and achieve something greater. He volunteered for the German army, eager to fight for a cause he believed in. The sense of duty and patriotism drove him to enlist without hesitation. Hitler served as a dispatch runner on the Western Front, experiencing the brutality of war firsthand. The horrors of the trenches left a lasting impact on him. During his time in the trenches, Hitler proved to be a dedicated and courageous soldier. His comrades noted his unwavering commitment and bravery under fire. He was awarded the Iron Cross for bravery, a rare honor for a corporal. This recognition fueled his sense of destiny and purpose. Despite the horrors he witnessed, Hitler romanticized war. He saw it as a noble endeavor, a test of character and national strength. He saw it as a test of national strength and a means to achieve glory. The camaraderie and shared purpose of the military life appealed to him deeply. This romanticized view of conflict would later influence his decisions as leader of Germany. His experiences in the war shaped his ideology and ambitions. Following Germany's defeat in 1918, Hitler was devastated. The loss was a personal blow, and he struggled to come to terms with it. He felt betrayed by the government and humiliated by the Treaty of Versailles. The harsh terms of the treaty only deepened his resentment. He believed that Germany had been stabbed in the back by internal enemies, particularly Jews and socialists. This belief became a central tenet of his political ideology. This belief, fueled by widespread resentment and economic hardship, resonated with many Germans. The post-war economic crisis created fertile ground for his ideas. It laid the groundwork for Hitler's entry into politics. His message of national revival and vengeance found a receptive audience, setting the stage for his rise to power. The Making of a Tyrant Rise of the Nazi Party. In the aftermath of World War I, Germany was plunged into political and economic turmoil. The Treaty of Versailles had imposed harsh penalties on the nation, leading to widespread poverty, unemployment, and a sense of national humiliation. The Weimar Republic, Germany's new democratic government, struggled to maintain order. Political factions clashed violently, and hyperinflation rendered the German mark nearly worthless, deepening the public's discontent. It was in this climate of instability that Adolf Hitler, a former soldier and passionate nationalist, joined a small fringe political party known as the German Workers' Party, DAP. This party shared his extreme nationalist and anti-Semitic views, which resonated with many Germans who were looking for someone to blame for their country's misfortunes. Hitler quickly rose through the ranks of the DAP, captivating audiences with his fiery speeches and charismatic personality. His ability to articulate the frustrations and fears of the German people made him a powerful figure within the party. He renamed the party the National Socialist German Workers' Party, NSDAP, commonly known as the Nazi Party. This rebranding was part of his strategy to broaden the party's appeal. The Nazi Party promised to restore Germany to its former glory, a message that resonated deeply with a populace yearning for stability and pride. It appealed to those who felt betrayed and humiliated by the Treaty of Versailles, and yearned for a strong leader who could restore their nation's honor and prosperity. Recognizing the power of propaganda, Hitler established the Nazi Party newspaper, Völkischer Beobachter, People's Observer, to spread their ideology and manipulate public opinion. He also formed the Sturmabteilung, SA, also known as the Brown Shirts, a paramilitary wing that played a crucial role in the party's rise. These paramilitary thugs intimidated opponents and disrupted political meetings, creating an atmosphere of fear and violence that silenced dissent and opposition. Hitler's rise to prominence was swift and ruthless, fueled by a potent mix of charisma, propaganda, and intimidation. His ability to exploit the vulnerabilities of the German people and the weaknesses of the Weimar Republic set the stage for the dark chapter that was to follow in world history. Section 4. A nation transformed, Hitler's grip on power. In 1923, Hitler and the Nazi Party attempted to seize power in Munich in what became known as the Beer Hall Putsch. The coup failed and Hitler was arrested and sentenced to prison. However, his trial gave him a national platform to spread his message. While in prison, Hitler wrote Mein Kampf, My Struggle, outlining his political ideology and plans for Germany. Released from prison after serving only 9 months of his sentence, Hitler changed his tactics. He focused on gaining power through legal means, exploiting the Great Depression and widespread dissatisfaction with the Weimar Republic. The Nazi Party gained significant support in elections. By 1933, the Nazi Party was the largest party in the Reichstag, the German parliament. In January 1933, President Paul von Hindenburg appointed Hitler as Chancellor of Germany. This appointment marked a turning point in German history. Within months, Hitler consolidated his power, transforming Germany into a totalitarian dictatorship. He outlawed other political parties, abolished trade unions, and crushed all opposition. Section 5. A Dark Vision, Hitler's Plans for Germany. Hitler's ideology was based on extreme nationalism, racism, and anti-Semitism. He believed in the superiority of the Aryan race and the inferiority of other races, particularly Jews. He blamed Jews for Germany's problems and sought to create a racially pure German state. Hitler's plans for Germany were outlined in his book Mein Kampf and in his speeches. One of Hitler's primary goals was to overturn the Treaty of Versailles, which he viewed as a humiliating imposition on Germany. He aimed to restore German military strength and expand German territory. Hitler believed that Germany needed Lebensraum, or living space, in Eastern Europe. This expansionist policy would have dire consequences for the world. To achieve his goals, Hitler launched a massive rearmament program, violating the terms of the Treaty of Versailles. He also began to rebuild the German military, creating a formidable war machine. Hitler's aggressive foreign policy and military build-up alarmed other European nations, raising tensions across the continent.